2 months. We get along fine. You do love me, don't you?
I think so. I have to think about it.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Mom.
Have a nice time.
Jack's awfully handsome. Such a smooth dancer. Mom, how can I tell you? I mean, how did you know when you were in love with Dad?
Oh, I've been in love several times before. I got so I could recognize the difference.
Several times?
Mm-hmm. And each time I thought I'd found my Prince Charming. Most people fall in love quite a few times in their lives.
Well then, how can you tell when you're really in love?
Well, I'll have to think about that. Let's say tomorrow, shall we?
All right.
Good night. Good night, dear.
Most people fall in love quite a few times. I wonder if Jack knows that.
I tell you, Bob, I haven't dated any girl but Nora in 2 months. We're really in love.
Oh, and you were really in love with Betty and Mary and Dallas and I don't know who else. And there'll be others, I suppose.
Oh, no. That's over with. You know, Bob, Nora's the prettiest girl I've ever known. She's just as beautiful as...
Beautiful. And you think that's all that matters?
Bob, did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times. The trouble with you is, you don't seem to understand what love is really about. You young punks go to the movies a couple of times, do a little necking, and you think you're in love. I've never seen anything like it.
All I wanted to do was ask. You don't have to get sore about it, do you?
I'm sorry, Jack, but look at it this way. You just haven't been around enough to know what love really is. Believe me, it's nothing like the slush they give you in the movies.
Well, I don't know, Mom.
That's right, you don't know.
I do too.
And speaking of love, weren't you and I going to talk about that today?
Yes, we were.
I've been thinking about your question, and, well, suppose we look at these snapshots together,
Snapshot?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do they have to do with love?
Oh, I was just thinking that they might help you to understand how your capacity for love grows and develops just as you grow and develop. Here, look at this one.
Oh, Mother, did you have to keep that?
You know, in a way, you were in love even then. Every baby loves its parents for their care and protection. Of course, some people expect that care and protection all their lives. They never grow up. But it is a kind of love. Now, compare that with this picture.
Oh, that's the boy who used to live next door. My, how he did love his teddy bear. Love?
That's right. That's a kind of love, too. Possessiveness. A love for the things you own.
Some of us never get over being possessive when we're in love, do we?
You're beginning to understand. Now, here's a snap that shows how we learn to return love by doing things for others.
Well, what about love of our friends? Isn't that a stage of love?
Yes, I think it is. Here, look at this.
Why, that's Betty and Ellen and Ann. I took that picture with my first camera. Oh, I know. There was a time when I wouldn't look at anyone but my special friends. I guess that was a stage of love.
Yes, and boys go through a similar stage when they stick together in gangs and want anything to do with girls.
We soon changed that.
Now, let's see. Oh, do you remember this picture?
The captain of the football team. That was 2 or 3 years ago. He never knew how much I loved him. I guess he never knew I existed at all.
Well, we all go through crushes like that on teachers or sports stars or movie stars. Then after a while, there's a stage that some people call puppy love.
Why, that's Morris. I'd almost completely forgotten that.
Remember how important it seemed at the time?
I'll say.
And it really was important as a part of learning how to love and be loved.
I think I can tell puppy love. Oh, look, there's the couple who met at camp last summer. I certainly caught them.
Yes. And that's another stage where the physical side of love dominates. Sometimes this is mistaken for mature love, but there's a difference.
Mature love. That's a new way of thinking about it. How can you tell when love is mature?
Well, mature love is more settled. Mature love has something of the other kind of love in it and something more. It's tender, unselfish, cooperative.
When I get serious about somebody, Mom, I want to have that kind of love.
That's a good idea, dear. And if you aren't sure, you can always ask yourself some questions. Are we really interested in the same things? Do we feel at ease together? Are we proud of each other?